this is really part 3 of videos for a day ride that a friend and I took to Mount Hamilton. We got to the top, and now we're going to head off down the backside towards Mines Road and in the direction east off the backside. One of the things I really like about my RS is, just in my view, it has very good low-speed handling characteristics. Most people, when we drop a bike, it's at low speeds. And indeed, I've dropped my RS twice, but at low speeds, but contrary to what you might think. In spite of that, the only other bike I would feel even more comfortable on at low speeds is the RT, at least in the BMW lineup, and I can't say that I've tried a lot of the others. So here we are, we're going to head off down, and you'll notice I've moved the, if you care, I've moved the camera mount up on the stem of the right side mirror. I only just got that camera mount, so it made this kind of perspective possible. I find it kind of interesting. I rode this route now, and now I get to see kind of, you can do a little better measurement of an assessment of what I think I'm doing, how I'm doing riding, I guess. In inverse, actually, because when you just have a camera mounted to the front of the bike or to your chin mount, it doesn't really show you very much. And I don't have one of those fancy 360 cameras. That would be good to get, but one of these days maybe. So I hope you enjoy this video. There is a third bit, which will be some other stuff on Mines Road, which is another good one. A little rougher roads, as you can see. And so in a minute, we're getting off down out of the habitated area here, and head down really the backside. A curious fact about the backside is the number of motorcycle crashes that they have on the backside. I've read from a source somewhere a few years back. It's about 10 to 1 people crashing on the backside compared to the front side. I'm not really sure why that would be, but I'd rather not crash at all. I will say the backside, the road's generally a little rougher, and it's easy to overestimate speed or overcook a turn. So that's the way things happen sometimes. Jolly good. Carry on and keep your shiny bits upside. I'd like to mention that the RS is a very heavy bike, and it's got a lot of torque. It's my preference to carry quite a bit of power throttle through the turns. It is certainly the case that I will drop to zero sometimes. It also has great engine braking, and so that's one of the ways you do that. But I really do prefer to carry some power through the turns. And I don't know, I tended to probably with other bikes to glide turns more, but I'm probably at 20 to 30% power on most of the turns you'll see here. And I don't know if that's good or bad, but it's the way it is, dude. RS has been a really interesting bike for me to own, and I intend to keep owning it. A lot to learn on this motorcycle. One of the things I've noticed, maybe I watch too much YouTube. I try to watch all the reviews on the bikes I actually own, and on bikes I don't own. But given how much I've learned about this motorcycle in the 2 years I've owned it, it's no wonder that when I watch a well-intentioned and well-thought-out professional review of this motorcycle from someone who may have ridden it from anywhere from 2 hours to 2 weeks, is that they really don't quite get it yet. So if you're an RS 1250, a 1250 RS devotee, I'll bet you know what I'm talking about. So I'm going to continue on down here, scrubbing the front tire down. And on several of these turns, it's really interesting. The rear tire actually gets a little light as I'm entering some of these turns. Next turn is a little interesting. You'll actually hear me yell if you listen carefully as I make it through that turn. backside of this ride, it's already 17 minutes, which is pretty long for YouTube standards. But we're heading on down toward Mines Road, so that's kind of part 4 of the series. Hope to see you there.